Hi, my name is Tracy Billows. Welcome to your 45-minute sound mix practice. Today we're going to focus on chest and heart opening. So a couple things. If you've got a mat, great. If not, that's not a big deal either. I've got a pillow, so you might want to grab one in case you'd like to use one later on. I also have a hand towel that I like to use for my Shavasana. And I have a second mat that I've rolled up that I'm going to use underneath my spine in a moment. If you have a second mat, great. If you don't, use the mat you're lying on. You're just going to roll it up, and then when we're done with it, you can unroll it. If you don't have a mat, you can also use a blanket or a towel. Just roll something up so that you've got like a little bit of, yeah, kind of like thickness there. A pillow will work just fine as well. So hit pause, go grab what you need, and then I'll see you back here. Okay, perfect. So we're going to start on our back. You're going to grab the rolled up mat or blanket or pillow, whatever you've got. Okay, you're going to place this behind you. The mat's going to go along the length of your, or width of your mat rather. And you want this to go kind of right across your shoulder blades. So it's not too high that it's at your neck and it's not too low that it's close to your lower back. Think shoulder blades, kind of right where your bra strap line would be. Okay, let's lay down. Okay, perfect. And then just let your head fall back. If it's uncomfortable at all for your neck, you can slide a pillow underneath your head. Arms reach out, kind of like a T shape beside you. The palms of your hands turn up. Okay. I like my legs here in this butterfly shape with the soles of the feet together, knees fall open. Okay. If that's too much, you can just have the legs out long on the floor. Or you can do easy pose with the legs where the knees are bent and the knees knock into touch. Okay. So choose the shape that feels the most comfortable in your body. And then let your eyes close down. Right away, can you take a nice deep breath in through your nose, fill up your whole entire body. And exhale at your mouth, let it go. Now continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Can you invite your belly to be completely relaxed so that you can start to breathe a little deeper? On the inhale, notice your belly and your chest lift up towards the ceiling. And just invite a deep surrender on the exhale. Allow your whole body to get a little heavier into the mat, into the floor. I love this shape so, so much. It's just a nice, gentle heart opener. Nothing forced. Just let all of the tissues around the chest and the shoulders, let them start to soften. Just looking to create a little more space right around the heart. Can you feel that shift kind of out of the hustle and bustle of doing and just into this quiet surrender of being? And checking in with yourself. How are you feeling? And know that there is no right or wrong answer, right? How you feel is how you feel. Just give space for all to exist. Not trying to change our experience in any way. We want to meet ourselves where we're at and approach our practice with a curiosity, with a playfulness, and always, always with kindness. Let's take another big, huge inhale through your nose. Fill up your entire being. And out your mouth, let it go. We're not going to change anything, just going to move the legs gently. Close your knees so that you bring your feet flat to the floor and your knees point up. Take your feet wide so they're about mat width and just very slowly start to windshield wiper your knees side to side a couple times. Go slow, go quick. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. Just make this practice your own. Allow it to soothe, to nurture, to heal. And then we'll meet with the knees pointing straight back up towards the ceiling again. We're going to interlace our hands right in front of our chest and then stretch our arms straight up towards the ceiling. Flip the palms so they're facing the ceiling. And then nice and slow that the arms start to go overhead towards that wall and behind you. And maybe the hands find the floor. Keep pressing out through the palms, nice big stretch. With the arms in this shape, you could do windshield wiper again a couple times with the knees. When I feel myself starting to get anxious or closed off, right, I love these simple kind of chest, front of body opening shapes just to sort of balance, counterbalance some of the anxiety that I might be feeling. Just remind myself that it's safe to feel. We'll bring the knees to point straight up, bring the arms back up towards the ceiling, and then the arms down by your side, just really carefully. You're going to lift yourself up. Take your time. Come all the way up to seated. Slide that prop back out of the way. Awesome. You're sitting comfortably cross-legged. Grab a hold of your knees. On your inhale, pull your chest through and up. And then exhale, round and curl. So we're seated cat-cow. Lengthen, find extension, pull your heart forward up, breathe in. Round, curl, breathe out. Do one more, inhale. Exhale. Come to neutral. We're going to twist to the right. Bring your right hand in behind you. Left hand is going to find the outside of the leg or knee. Sit up as tall as you can, breathe in. And twist, breathe out. Nice. 2 more breaths. And then slowly unravel, come back to center, and we'll switch sides. Okay, sit up tall, lift and lengthen, breathe in. Gently twist, breathe out. Okay, fill up your belly, inhale. And twist, exhale. Nice, 1 more. Beautiful, come back to center, unravel, reach both arms straight up into the air. Big breath. Now fold right down the middle. Let your hands find the floor, round your spine. Head is heavy. And just take a little rock of the upper body from side to side. Rocking is a really nice way to soothe and calm the nervous system. Let's walk our hands back in. We're going to sit back up, switch up the crossing of your legs. Okay. Take both arms straight up into the air with the inhale. Now, side body bend. Right fingertips find the floor. You're going to lean over to the right and take a couple of huge circles with that arm in the air. Just big, slow circles, warming up the shoulder and the chest. Awesome. Switch sides. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling and then lean over, side bend. Big circles. There's an expression in the East, you are only as youthful as the health of your spine. So just working our spine here in all directions, side bending, twisting, folding forward, back bending, right? Lubricating the spine, bringing in nutrients, flushing out waste. Okay, we're going to sit back up. Weave that right arm underneath the left. So you twist tie the arms. Okay, and now pull the elbows way up, inhale, and then pull the elbows down on the exhale. Just do that a couple of times, opening up that space just in behind the heart. And then move the elbows side to side a couple times. Come back to center, pull the elbows up, and then let's round forward. Round your spine. Head heavy. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let the breath inflate that space between your shoulder blades. Okay, lift yourself back up. Unravel the arms, couple shoulder rolls, and then we're going to switch sides. So now the left arm under the right twist tie. Pull up with the elbows, inhale, pull down, exhale. Couple times, up, down. Okay, turn a little right, turn a little left. Just movement. Doesn't matter how it looks. What do you feel? How does it feel? Well, I feel really good. We're going to pull the elbows up, inhale, and then we'll round again. And lift yourself all the way back up, all the way back up. Unravel those arms. Nice big shoulder roll. Bring your hands in behind you. Fingertips are on the floor, and then just lift your heart, lean back. Let's walk our hands out in front. We're going to swing our legs in behind us. Find table. Drop your belly, open up your chest, inhale. Round into your cat pose as you exhale. Now stay in cat. Slide the ribs over to the right. Drop your belly into cow. Slide over to the left. And then you round back up into cat. And keep going. So we already did a couple of cat-cow seated. Okay. Now we're kind of adding a circular motion into the cat-cow just to feel something different. Okay. Switch the direction of the circles. We're going to meet back in the middle, tabletop. Let's walk our hands forward. So try and keep your hips right where they are. So the hips stack right above the knees. Hands crawl forward and then melt your chest and your forehead down onto the floor. So I want you to stay in this shape, but I'm just going to describe it a little bit more, right? This pose is called melting heart, right? So again, that visual of when you inhale, like you're inflating a balloon in your upper back, fill the entire upper back. And on your exhale, just melt that space right around the heart, front and back. Yeah, take 2 more breaths. Walk your hands in, lift your chest up. We're going to find downward facing dog. Okay. Toes curl under, lift your hips. Take a moment, pedal your feet right and left. So you take your dog for a little walk. On your inhale, you're going to shift forward into plank pose. Come into plank pose. Pause there, just a couple breaths. Rock forward and back on your toes. Okay. Let's find downward facing dog again. Inhale, come forward. We're going to come through plank. You're going to let your hips sink, lift your heart. This is a modified upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Do that 2 more times just on your own with your breath. Flow forward with the inhale. And draw back on the exhale. Let's meet in downward facing dog. And you're going to take a little stroll up to the front of your mat, tiptoe your way there, walk yourself forward. We'll come into ragdoll. So feet are hip width apart, at least. Head is heavy. Grab hold of opposite elbows and just take a little rock of the upper body from side to side. Now let your hands fall. Keep a bend in your knees and just nice and slow start to roll all the way up to stand. Love that one. Take a couple of shoulder rolls here at the top. Feet can stay at hip width. That's perfect. Hands together at the center of your chest. Maybe hands one on top of the other, right above your heart. Feel yourself alive. Spaciousness through your chest. Grateful for this heart that beats so often without us having to tell it. Let's have a really great flow, everyone. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Find a little back bend at the top. Drop your right arm down beside you and just lean over to the right. Side bend. Pull back up to center, inhale, and we're going to switch sides on the exhale. Up to center again, breathe in. Let's do one more round of that. Breathe out. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bend. Pull up to center, inhale. Now twist to the right. So you just open the arms up like a T shape. Keep your right hip forward. Back to center, lift the arms, inhale. Twist to the left. One more round. Inhale and twist. Big breath in. Twist. Come to the middle, inhale, lift, lift, lift. Circle your arms in behind you, interlace at your lower back. Okay. Pull your knuckles down, lift your chest up, big breath in, and now forward fold. Bend your knees. Head heavy. Let your hands lift away from your lower back. Hands stay interlaced, but they return to your lower back. And then let your hands find the floor. Find a halfway lift, flat back, peek forward, and then fold, head heavy. Okay, reach it all the way up to stand. Big breath in. Hands to heart, one right on top of the other. Feel that beating heart. Circle the arms up, inhale. And fold, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen. Hands to the floor, right leg steps all the way to the back. Big step. Wiggle your toes back and gently just place the knee down on the floor. Okay, lift your chest. Hands will come to your front thigh. Now inhale, pull your hips back a little, kind of a little scoop of your tailbone. Squeeze your glutes. And then exhale, let the hips sink forward. Pull back a little, inhale, and come forward again, exhale. Starting to work the front of that right hip. Come forward. Okay, hold there. Keep breathing. Left hand stays on your thigh. Right arm straight up into the air. Reach it straight up, and then lean a little bit to the left. Okay, both arms up, inhale. Circle the arms in behind you, interlace at your lower back. You're going to pull your knuckles down, lift your chest, just open up here. Okay, your gaze comes forward, release the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Okay, shift forward into a plank pose on your inhale. Lower yourself slow and controlled all the way down to the floor. Untuck your toes. You're going to glue the top of your feet to the floor. Just a little baby cobra. Lift your chest, hover your hands. And then lower back down. Go again. Lift your chest and your hands. So we're using strength to lift. And then lower. Last one. Lift. Lift the hands. Pause. Now add the legs. Pull them back and up. Lots of work here. Imagine you're trying to lift your belly up away from the floor. And we'll lower all the way down. Curl your toes under. Lift up, plank pose or table. Inhale. Into downward facing dog on the exhale. Awesome. Look forward. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. Carefully place that left knee down. Lift your chest. Hands on your front thigh. Okay. Again, you pull out of the lunge a little. Find some containment. Squeeze your glutes. Keep that. And then sink forward. Back a little, inhale. Forward again, exhale. Couple more. Awesome. Kind of lift out of it a little bit. Right hand is going to stay on the thigh. Left arm straight up first. Then you lean a little to the side. Right? And really, it's the breath that does the work. You kind of get your body into the shape and then just trust the breath. Let's pull up to center. Both arms lift high. Inhale. Circle your arms in behind. Interlace your hands. Pull your knuckles down. Lift your chest. Open up. Just allow yourself to receive. Look forward. Hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Step back. Hey, we're going to slide forward, plank pose. Again, inhale, lower nice and slow. And as you lower, imagine you're trying to drag your hands towards each other. Untuck your toes. Take your arms straight out beside you, airplane wings like a T shape. And then inhale, everything up. And exhale, lower down. Everything up, inhale. Lower, exhale. Lift back up and stay. And just take some little pulses with the arms. Hold. Reach the arms in behind, interlace at your lower back. Pull your knuckles back, lift, lift, lift. And gently lower down. Hands come in underneath your shoulders. Lift up to plank or table. And back into downward facing dog. Awesome. Look forward. Step that left foot forward between your hands. Crescent lunge. We're going to take both arms straight up towards the sky. Awesome. Okay, big breath in. Grow a little taller. Twist open to the left. So the right arm will reach forward, left arm back. The hand in behind you will find your lower back. Now add a reverse, right arm up and back. And then easy twist, right hand to the floor, just on the inside of your foot. Take your left arm straight up towards the ceiling. One huge inhale. Lean your chest back, open up. Bring that hand to the floor on the inside. You're going to walk around to the right. Bend into your back knee for a side lunge. Side lunge, hips nice and low. And then a couple times, just go side to side on your own. Hands can stay on the floor. You can move the arms. Hands could go heart center. Okay, walk it around again to the front. Step back, downward dog. Shift forward into plank pose. Lower yourself, slow and controlled. We're going to come all the way to the floor. Okay, bend your knees. Kick your feet in towards you. Reach back, grab a hold of your heels. If you can't grab your feet, not a big deal. Feet point up to the ceiling and just reach the arms back. Okay, you can start with your head down on the floor. Now start to lift your chest. Start to kick your feet back. Floor bow. Nice deep breaths. Turn up the corners of the mouth just a little. Bring a soft smile to the eyes. And gently release down. Hands under the shoulders. Let's just lift up table. Okay, tabletop. And then into child's pose. Knees about hip width. Sit back to your heels. Bring your forehead to the floor. Downward facing dog. Come on up. Of course, take breaks anytime you need to. Anytime. Step your right foot forward now between the hands. Come on up. Crescent lunge. Okay, let's take a breath in all together. Twist to the right. Okay. Awesome. Right hand will find your lower back. Let's reverse. And then easy twist. Left hand will find the floor. Right arm reaches straight up. Take a huge breath in. Lean your chest back. Open up. Again, inhale. Hand will find the floor on the inside. Find that side lunge again, side to side. Walk it around to the front, downward dog, step it back. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Warrior two, so back foot is flat. Right arm reaches forward. Come on up. Lift your chest. Reach out through the arms. Awesome. Reverse it as you inhale. And then into side angle with the exhale. So that left forearm will find your left thigh. Circle the right arm overhead. Up and back, reverse it, inhale. And back into side angle. So all of this movement through the side body to help us find deeper back bends later in the practice. Let's do one more. Reverse and hold. Straighten the front leg. See if you can reach back just a little more, just a little more. Come back into warrior two. Hands on your hips. Straighten out your front leg. Point all 10 toes forward. Toes point in towards each other a little bit. Hands interlace in behind you. Pull your knuckles down. Let's lift the chest. And now we'll fold down the middle. Let your head be heavy. And let the arms come up overhead. Now hands return to the lower back. And then they fall to the floor. Walk your hands forward. Okay, so the spine is long, arms are straight, and your right hand is directly in line with your nose. Now inhale, sweep that left arm up. And exhale, hand to the floor. We'll switch sides. Right arm sweeps up, inhale. Lower down, exhale. Walk your feet in just a little bit closer. Okay, and now again, take that left arm straight up with the inhale. Arm is going to weave underneath. Grab a hold of the outside of your leg. Okay, crawl your right fingertips forward more. You start to pull on that right leg and you're looking underneath the right armpit. Okay, let that go. Okay, left hand on the floor right under your nose, right arm sweeps high. And then the arm threads under. Grab the outer leg. Okay, make a little more space so that you can look underneath that left armpit, kind of towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Walk it around to the front of your mat. We'll step back, downward dog. Now step your right foot forward. Excuse me. Warrior two. Reverse, inhale. And side angle on your exhale. So keep flowing between these two shapes. Try and make it really smooth. It's like a dance. Yeah. Every breath just brings you a little deeper into yourself. We're going to meet in reverse. Hold, reverse. Straighten the front leg. See if you can reach back a bit more, And come back. Now stay here, everything up, lift, lift, gently lower down. Give your hips a little wiggle. Walk your hands in under your shoulders. Plank pose with the inhale to downward facing dog on the exhale. Walk your feet forward so that you come to the middle of your mat. I'll turn to face you. Feet together, hands on your hips. Pull your chest forward, come all the way up to stand. All the way up. Hi. We're going to grab the inside of the right foot. So let's set up for dancer. Knees together, inner thighs together. Find something to focus on, and preferably you're looking either ahead or maybe even up rather than looking down. We want to keep the energy lifted. Take your left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Okay, that arm sort of right behind the ear. Lift up, up, up with the hand, inhale, and then you start to kick your right foot back. Keep breathing. Beautiful pose, working balance, endurance, strength, everything all together here. Keep breathing. Now your full expression. Maybe you tip your chest forward a little more. Lift your toes, last breath. And very gently, you'll start to lift up. Try not to slingshot, lift up. Lower the left arm down, pause. Release that right foot, feet hip width, palms are forward. Close your eyes, just receive. Take in. Feel your body alive. One hand on top of the other on that beautiful beating heart. So much love, so much gratitude for this beautiful life. Okay, open up your eyes. Let's switch sides. So drop your left hand down. Scoop up the inside of your foot. If you can't grab the inside, it's not a big deal. You grab the outside. Okay, awesome. Knees together. Just be here. Land it, feel your strength. We're going to take the right arm straight up now. Okay, reach a little higher, inhale. Start to slowly kick back with the exhale. You move in just little by little. Let the breath take you there. Open heart. Right? Equal parts giving and receiving. Last little bit. Find your full expression. Tip your chest forward, lift the toes, kick back. We'll slowly lift our chest back up. First, the right arm lowers down, and then we release the foot. Both arms beside us, palms forward. Again, just take in. And now a big, huge circle of the arms up towards the sky. It's like we're gathering up all of that beautiful energy around us. Scoop up, scoop up, scoop up. Hands to heart center. Fold forward, bend your knees. Bend your knees a lot, actually, for this one. Fold forward, hands to the floor, drop your head. Rock a little side to side. Step back into downward facing dog. It's a nice way to neutralize the spine. Give the head a little shake, yes and no. Now come to your knees. We're going to stand on the knees. Okay. Camel pose. Okay. Curl your toes under. You're going to reach back with that right hand and kind of fingertips graze the heel. Okay. or the hand just finds the lower back if you can't reach the foot, not a big deal. And then a half circle of the left arm up and overhead. That's your inhale. You lift back up to center with both arms by your side on the exhale. Okay. Reach back with the left arm. Inhale, circle the right arm. And we come to center, exhale. Keep going from side to side. Some of you might have the flexibility to untuck your toes and just press the tops of your feet down to the floor. Again, there's never a right way or a wrong way. We're going to meet back up at the center. Both hands now are going to find your lower back, like you're sliding hands in back pockets. Squeeze your elbows. Okay, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now lift the center of your chest up like you're trying to pull it towards the ceiling. So you want to first get nice and long, then you start to lean back any amount. The hands might reach back and again, lightly graze the heels. Keep the hips drawing forward, heart lifted, 3 breaths. And we're going to lift back up. Hands find your lower back. Lift up. Just have a seat. Untuck your toes. Sit back on your heels. Hands on your thighs. Close your eyes. Just be here. So stay sitting up nice and tall. Just drop your chin down towards your chest and just start to circle your neck a couple of times. Roll right, then roll left. You could do a full circle if that feels okay on the neck. Relax your jaw. Beautiful. Just meet with the head back at center. Just have a seat and swing your legs out in front. Okay, bend your right leg. Step that right foot to the outside of the left leg. Awesome. You're going to hug this knee in front of you and then lift your chest up tall. Right hand will come to the floor and behind you. Sit up a little taller. Inhale and twist. Exhale. Right, stay here. We're going to do 4 deep breaths right into the pit of your belly. Okay, let's release. We're going to come forward. Keep the legs as they are. Just twist open the other way. Come back to center. Stretch that right leg out. And then step the left foot to the outside. Hug the knee in nice and tight. Lift up, up, up. Left hand in behind you. Okay, 4 or 5 deep, deep breaths. As you work this twist, try and see if you can feel each segment of the spine separately. So that first breath kind of gets down at the lower spine. The next breath, see if you can direct that breath just a little higher than the lower spine. As you breathe again, kind of accessing right in the middle. And you keep going until finally the very last is going to be the neck, where the head turns and looks in behind you. All right, we'll come back to center. Take a little counter, twist open the other way. Beautiful. Our last shape. Okay, both legs straight out, feet hip width. Okay, if you want to sit up on your pillow or that extra rolled mat just to help elevate the hips a little, feel free. Take both arms up nice and high. Inhale, reach. And we're going to fold forward, but it's a passive fold. So when the arms land, just let the palms of your hands face up. Relax your shoulders, round your spine. Let your head hang heavy. You can add a nice gentle little rocker sway if that feels supportive. We're not trying to grab anything or pull or tug or force our way in. Just let gravity, let breath, and let time do the work for you. We're going to hold this a little longer, just a nice counter stretch, folding forward after all the back bends. Walk your hands slowly back in. Start to round up and just let your head be the last thing to lift. Bend your knees, bring both feet flat to the floor. Give yourself a hug. Great job. You're going to lift your chest up, inhale, curl into a tiny little ball in the exhale. Lift and lengthen, breathe in. And round and curl, breathe out. Back into neutral, my favorite part. We're going to set up for Shavasana. So if you're like me and you're close to a couch or you have a wall, this is the invitation to kind of scooch up so that your hip is right up against the wall or the couch. And then you lie down. And if it's a wall, your legs are going to be propped straight up like so. If it's a couch, you just let the legs rest over a pillow or right on the couch. Take your hand towel, cover the eyes. Arms reach a good distance away from the body. Reach the arms away. Palms of the hands turn up. So you're in this gesture to receive. And of course, if you don't have the couch or a wall, you just lie on the floor. That's perfect. Really, the shape doesn't matter. The point is that you get as comfortable as possible, right? Support yourself so that you feel held. And then give yourself permission to totally surrender. So there's no need for you to move at all just yet. If you have the time, stay. And before you do get up to leave, just reflecting for a moment, how is it that you'd like to feel as you move through the rest of your day? Right? Because that's the beautiful thing is we get to decide. Of course, we can't control so many things that happen externally all around us. But always, always, we control how we feel inside. We get to decide. There is a well of power, of strength, of courage, of love that is our true nature. It's always there. We just forget sometimes. So, what part of your being would you like to connect with the most right now in this moment? And what can you carry with you as you move throughout the rest of your day? It is always an honor and a privilege. Thank you for joining me. Have an amazing day. Namaste.